Hello everybody, my name is Christian Quick, and welcome back to another video. Now this is going to be a really good assets to have. So notice how when we load a world, we have added these two amazing blocks. We got block and animated block. Now because they're blocks, they are recognized as block dot, and then it's going to have the namespace ID of your mod, and then it's going to have the animate or the name of whatever it is. So what do you do when you see something that has this really long name? Because it's going to show up everywhere. If I go in statistics, items, and then here it even has the thing in there, and the name is in here as well. What is that, times used? I don't even know how I use the item. I just place it and break it. But, you know, we have these in here, and they have the really long names. How do we really sum that up? Now, there are other things that could have this, and you'll see this. If I make an item, it'd be called item.hmh3. Whatever the item is called. If I make an effect, it'll be effect.hmh3. Whatever it is. So it depends on what is registered. And honestly, it doesn't really matter what's registered. If you just see it, you're going to know to change it. And what do you do to change it? We make an HMH3, and we're going to make something called a lang file. Now, assuming that you play in English, you are going to want to make a new file called en_us.json. And this is your lang file in English from the United States. So there is language to language, and a lot of the languages have everything spelled different. If we go into our assets, Minecraft, and then we go into our lang and our en_us, it is going to have a list of everything. So you have advancements dot, so this is basically everything that could possibly register. You have block dot. So we could just kind of transfer this, Control C. Oh, and then obviously you're going to want it like this. And then if I paste it, Control V, you'll notice that you have your purple name and then your green name. So in your language file, it's going to take whatever it is. So we have block, and then I would change this to your namespace, and then whatever the block name is. So we have two. We have block, and so we have the colon and then the green text. The green text is the literal text. So if I say block, when I hover over it, it's going to look exactly like the green text. And you're going to have to put a comma for new things, and then we have another one called animated block, and I want the name not to also be block. If you want it to also be block, there's no... Anything in green is a specialized... It's like a string, but like you can have things be the same exact name and it won't affect anything, but that might confuse other people. So we have block and animated block. Let's load this, and while that's loading, we can just kind of scroll and look through here. So we got blocks, we got commands, we got enchantments, got items. I saw potions for a moment. MCO, honestly, I'm not even too sure what that is. Options, structure blocks, subtitles for each entity. There is an entity, tutorial, dot, look around. So there is trim patterns, trim materials. So there is everything written in there, if you just kind of want an example. But normally, you'll know when you see it in the game look like that. But let's take a look inside of our file now. And we have now animated block and block. Animated block, animated block, block, animated block. And then if we go into our statistics, let's drop it and pick it back up. Drop it, pick it back up. Cool. So now if we go into our statistics for items, dropped and picked up, because I don't even know how an item gets used. We now have block and animated block. So every instance that is the name. The original name is it's the code name where it's got that dot file, but the lang file changes that code name. So if you ever see anything, no matter what it is, have that lang with the dots on it, just write it in exactly how it's written, and then just put it inside of your lang file, and then everything is fine. So this is how it looks like Minecraft. That's bad. You just do a little colon, write it in, make sure that all of them, just like how the MC meta file works, do not have a comma here, except here it'll actually tell you there's a problem, so at least thankfully it'll do that. So make sure that there's no comma at the bottom, and then anything else that you reference. So if we decide to make effects, items, commands, all that kind of stuff. Don't ask for commands, I don't know how to do that. But, you know, it'll all be referenced in this lang file. This is just the name of everything, so that's all good, done, and dusted. It's a very simple video, so, but still, if you have any questions, I just wanted to throw this out there, and it is a general thing, but it's time we talked about it, because I'm tired of looking at these long file names that don't need to be that long. But that should be it for this video. So if you have any questions, you ask me down in the comments below. But that's going to be it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and without further ado,